Hello and welcome to Madder Maxx. I'm Dougie Brimson and as you can see I'm back in the pub, but don't despair because this is what we've got on offer for you this week. In a moment I'll be heading back to the ovals to check out some banger racing. You can see what happened when Sarah went to Swindon to find out what Icelandic off-road racing is all about, and I head for the drag strip to meet top fuel drag racer Barry Sheavills. Out of everything we're going to feature on Madder Maxx, I have to make it clear that the bangers are probably my favourites. There's just something about driving onto a track with total carnage in mind and knowing that you're not going to take that car home with you. The great thing about bangers is they come in all different kinds of shapes and sizes. No matter whether it's a Reliant Robin or a huge American Yank tank, someone somewhere is going to be smashing it up. The question we want an answer to is why? Mark, how did you get involved in banger racing?
Well, it was by chance really. I was interested, coming watching, and then I met this chap and he started me off and brought me up for a few meetings, and it just went from there. I started off on my own then and it's carried on ever since. I've been doing it for 2 years, 2.5 years now, so you get to smash the cars up as well. It's a bit different to all the other formulas that run up here. It's more exciting, gets the adrenaline going, having a crash with the other drivers. Like, I finished one race in all my racing history, that's all. I finished one race and I'm just go out for a good old smash up, hit the first thing I see.
Building a banger is a fairly straightforward affair. Remove all the glass and the interior, replace the radiator with a steam tank and the petrol tank with a smaller tank bolted inside the passenger compartment. Move the battery inside the car, fit a roll cage, a full race harness and a steel plate across the driver's door and you're basically there. It might appear like organised chaos, but banger racing is actually a very serious motorsport. Races are run over a set number of laps and drivers are allowed to ram, spin or shunt the opposition to make their way to the front. Believe me, that's not as easy as it sounds, especially when on that 400 metre track you sometimes have in excess of 40 cars. Let's meet the winner of that race. Simon, 2 races today and 2 wins. What's your secret?
I don't know.
Luck.
Luck, isn't it, today?
It's been very hectic out there, I've noticed that. You just kept out of trouble.
Yeah, just keep your nose clean, you know what I mean? Keep going.
What is it about banger racing that keeps you involved in it? Because it's quite it looks a very dangerous and hectic sport.
Adrenaline. All adrenaline. The rush of it, you know what I mean?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, keeps you out of trouble as well. Kept me out of trouble when I was young.
It might seem strange to the outsider, but banger racing does actually have a strict set of rules. Although to be fair, they exist almost entirely for the safety of the driver and the crowd. Loose metal or missing wheels are frowned upon, and malicious attacks on stationary or empty cars are unacceptable. Ramming the driver's door of an opposing car is not allowed under any circumstances, and at many tracks, head-ons are outlawed. But apart from that, it's almost a case of anything goes. As the winches and the sledgehammers come out to prepare the cars for another race, we'll leave banger racing for the time being. But don't worry, they'll be back later on in the series for more motorised mayhem.
Hello viewers.
Hello.
Madder Maxx montage time with me, Bob Brown and
Mr. X, just call me Mr. X.
He was a wrestler in the 80s. Oh, we're at some fantastic water ski action. I think he's lost his contact
He's got to have the cleanest bum in the world after that, hasn't he? Windermere Enema.
Steady on, lad. Family show. Oh, he's going to lose that.
He didn't want to do that, did he?
That's like my Uncle Derek did that in Austin Metro.
Again, look.
Never walked straight again.
What?
He breeds whippets now. Hey, look at this guy, he looks happy, he's well tanned, he's not from Burnley, is he?
I think he is actually, I think he runs Chippy.
Oh, look at these lads got pubs, must be closing in 10 minutes, that's why they're in a rush.
The pink one at the back, that would be the one you'd be in, innit?
I don't know what you're incinerating there, lad.
Aye.
Hey, look at this, what are they, Vauxhall Novas?
I don't know.
They're not large, are they?
No.
Hey, look at him, he's totaled that, the insurance. He'll tell you what, take it round my mate Barry's, he'll be on road in a week, that.
They might just have been far away, though.
It's Barry McGuigan, that boxer bloke. Or is it Frank Bruno? I can't remember. Well, you speak then, I'm not doing it all myself.
Hello? What?
Hey, it's got a quality gear, this telly lark. Hey, what's happened here? I hope he's alright.
They're fighting a car.
Let's have a look. Oh, he's got out, he's on his feet.
Are they fighting?
No, they're not, mate.
What's the car done wrong?
You might do that on a Friday night after a few beers.
That's just cruel, the car's, it's already submitted.
Hey, in car now, in car, come on.
It.
Stick to the job in hand, lad.
What?
Is he going to lose it?
Hello?
This cameraman must have some bottles sitting in these cars.
Has he not got one of them things on his head?
What, like a helmet?
Yeah.
I don't know, he might have.
Well, what's the problem then?
I'll tell you what, it looks dangerous, this. It's like a night out in Burnage, I tell you.
He wants to put that bumper back on.
Is he another one who's he's alright? Oh, he's going to lose it. Let's have a look.
That was just stupid.
Hey, he's waving a flag, he's happy. Obviously likes a bit of crashing
Look,
action.
it's them, they're going to beat the car up again.
Them blokes in the orange boiler suits.
That green car's
Did I ever tell you about my Uncle Brian? Anyway, he's got to keep his helmet on. You need a good helmet in this job.
Has he been arrested now for beating cars up?
Now that can't be fair, a Porsche against a truck.
Ah, but depends who's got the filter lane.
I suppose so, man. More truck racing, I like these, they're quite big and you can get your teeth into them.
You can, it hurts though. Hurts me anyway.
I don't know what these blokes are doing, but they're all over the place.
They're not very good. I mean,
because it's wet.
I'm not a professional driver and I can crash a truck. Now these are professionals.
Better than that. Go on, watch him take this, I bet he doesn't lose it. Look, he's got the back end there.
He came close though, didn't he?
Magic darts.
Yeah, it's just daft.
Quality, look at this, these things don't handle in the wet at all.
No, it's useless that one. It keeps crashing.
Hey, Pauline Stuart, I'll tell you a tale or two about her. Anyway, all nice things though, Pauline, if you're watching, love.
After the break, Sarah watches some crazy Icelandics try and drive on water, and I meet Barry Sheavills as he attempts to break 300 miles per hour in his top fuel dragster.
Iceland, a bit of a strange country really, with a population of less than 300,000. Alcohol has only been legal since 1989. They have 6 months of light a year and 6 months of dark a year. Consequently, they're all a bit mad. And this cultural madness has passed on to their motorsport. Of course, Madder Maxx haven't sent me to Iceland, but to Swindon to film the Icelandic Formula off-road races. It's the first time they've been to the UK and it's quite unlike anything you are likely to have ever seen before. Off-road racing isn't new in Iceland. After the war, the Jeep became popular and in the 60s they started racing them, installing huge V8 engines to boost performance. Take the chassis from a regular Jeep, fit a huge American V8, then make it even larger by boring it out to 9 litres, add long travel suspension, mate that huge engine to a dragster style automatic transmission, add nitrous oxide and 4-wheel drive, and with over 1,000 brake horsepower, you're ready to go off-road racing. Unlike dragsters, these cars aren't made to go in a straight line, unless of course it's near vertical. 0 to 60 comes up in a little over 4 seconds, a up a 60-degree climb, and those specially made bucket tyres allow all 1.5 tons of the cars to amazingly drive over water. Race over a series of 8 courses with 300 points available on each course for a clean round. There is, however, a catch, and there are ways in which drivers can lose points, so no stopping on the course, reversing and no putting the car outside the course markers. It requires incredible skill to master the sport, driving along knife-edge slopes and powering 1.5 tons up near vertical climbs. But of course, sometimes the drivers get it wrong. Raw power and 4-wheel drive is all very well, but just as some drivers make it up some of these slopes, others don't. In the same way, when driving over water, you just can't floor the throttle and let those bucket tread tyres do the rest. It's been great to see the race over here in this country, and it certainly is quite unlike anything that I've ever seen before. And although these people are completely insane, it really is fantastic for the spectators. They love it. And we may not have as much space as Iceland or 6 months of sunlight and acres of volcanic rock, but I definitely think there's a place for Formula off-road to really catch on over here.
Hi there, viewers. It's me, Rob Hallen, with another Madder Maxx Golden Oldie for you with my good buddy Ricky Spatula.
Hi there, Rob. What are these guys doing? They're smoking on planes again, Rob.
I think so. That's not allowed.
Oh my God, here we go. Little guys, little wheels.
Now, many of you viewers don't know this, but Dougie being a bit old, he doesn't like the snakeboarders. He can't see the point.
Yeah, no physics degree needed there, Rob, I don't think.
I don't know. I think these guys are pretty skillful the way they throw them around. Whoa,
well,
check
it's all
that
well
out.
and good if you like throwing these things about. I mean, was that a Nikon?
I think it might well have been, or any other kind of Martian. Well, that's cool. Here he goes. It's the guy who's been on the beer again.
Hey, save one for me.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
He's on a one-way ticket to Payne Central,
Whoa,
Rob.
how many chairs did that guy clear? I know
3 chairs, Rob, just
You're
3.
just saying 3 chairs, but these guys really know how to board.
3 chairs
Whoa, and this guy's got 2 baseball hats.
and no chairs.
They've all got them.
I don't want to seem like I've got a thing about chairs here, Rob, but there's just loads of guys.
Whoa,
jumping
hardcore
on chairs.
sandcastle action there.
Yeah, big deal.
Man, I'd like to have a go at this, but I don't think my legs are long enough.
Why? Because you're in England and they're in Seattle.
Absolutely. Whoa, it's like some kind of fest there.
Rob, this is really dull. This is more like it.
Whoa, it's the ultimate breakdancing behind the truck competition. Only in America.
I did that myself the other day on an icy morning. Now, what are these guys up to?
Whoa,
Surely the police
He's
are gonna
gonna
look
lose
down
it.
on that
He's
sort of
gonna lose it.
thing. He's going, Rob. Nope, he's back. He's going.
Oh.
He's back. Oh,
Camera dude is looking at the John there.
you crack me up, Rob.
Hey, that's it. Whoa, look at this guy. He's either blowing his engine, smoking tires, or his car's caught fire.
I think he's left his handbrake on there, Rob.
Cool, I was getting a bit vacant there. Let's have him. Whoa, whoa.
If you look carefully, guy, you can see the driver there in the mirror. Oh.
Whoa, I don't think you wanted to. That's like our dust cart there
Oh,
every morning.
here we go, little wheel.
Whoa, it's Tiger Woods. I didn't know he could do this as well as golf.
Can he do golf, Rob?
He can do golf. When
He pulls a mean beer, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. Here he goes. Has he got away with it? He's still going.
He's got a return ticket on the agony bus there.
Man, that's Payne's full central.
Oh, I say.
Hello.
This is more like it. Oh, no. There's always one that lets the side down, right, Rob?
Yeah, you gotta watch out for sharks in there. Teeth like razors.
What's this guy doing?
I hope he's not falling off there.
He must be going faster than it looks.
Faster than a guy on a bike.
No, this is faster than a guy on a bike.
These are drag
A
bikes.
smoking bike, Rob.
0 to 60 and quicker than you can.
Blink of an eye.
That's the
We're
one.
talking blink of an eye type thing. There was a clappy hat there. Did you see that?
It wasn't that bad.
Throughout this series, we'll meet many different people involved with many different types of motorsport. Now, the reasons the people involved in their particular discipline are many and varied, but there is one particular sport where the drivers actually strive to spend as little time in the car as possible. Welcome to the world of drag racing. Barry, it's fair to say you are the most successful drag racer outside the States. Can you explain to us how you got into the sport?
Well, I came here to Santa Pod probably 20 odd years ago now, and a group of guys in Nottingham, we're all into hot cars and putting big engines in cars, and we all decided to come down and race here at Santa Pod with what you call a run what you brung. That's where you bring your street car down and you race each other against each other and get a time. That particular day, the only top fuel dragster in Europe was here testing, and as soon as I heard the sound of the big V8 on nitro, I was hooked, and I realised that that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to drive a top fuel car. It's 6,000 horsepower, travels from 0 to 297 miles an hour in 4.9 seconds, and on the particular run, it will go from standstill to 118 miles an hour in 0.84 of a second. It's 30 foot long and it achieves that in 60 feet, so in twice its own length it's getting up to over 100 miles an hour.
So you're not hanging about then?
No.
When you've got a car that's obviously as technically specialised as this, obviously the cost involved must be phenomenal. Can you run us through what it basically costs you to do each and every run?
Yeah, well, as I say, the top fuel dragster is 6,000 brake horsepower, and to fuel that 6,000 horsepower we use 16 gallons of nitromethane every quarter of a mile. Nitromethane is 33 pounds a gallon. We use 16 spark plugs per quarter mile. We use 16 litres of oil per quarter of a mile. In the back we don't have any gearbox, we have a direct drive which is automatically works on pneumatics, and it works on centrifugal force and pushes the pneumatics push the different plates in, and each run we use 3 plates, and each run we do tyre wear. But we don't have tyres, we don't have treaded tyres, we have these big slicks at the back, and they're designed to give you a massive surface area on the track. So we reckon for each quarter of a mile pass, if you don't break anything, it's approximately £2,500 per pass.
I mean, what's the future in terms of times in
For
the
me,
UK?
I'm still the quickest and fastest driver of a wheel-driven car in Europe. My ultimate aim is to run 300 miles an hour and be the first driver of a wheel-driven car to run 300 miles an hour outside the States. So that's one goal we've still got to go for. You have to be so focused on what you're doing, because, you know, like if you hit the throttle and you pull 5G, if you're not ready for that, it'll take you by surprise. And what goes through my head is getting to the other end of that track first, and I'm totally focused on doing that. When we hit the throttle, it's instant 4.5 to 5G. So basically, if you went to Alton Towers and got on every white knuckle ride at the same time, that's probably what it's going to feel like. The other way of describing it probably is to sit on the back of a missile and go for a ride.
after what's been quite a traumatic weekend with the weather, we've just seen Barry Sheavills' first run, but it didn't go entirely to plan, Barry.
No, don't really know what's gone wrong, to be perfectly honest. I was told to just do 8th mile and shut it off, but it felt really good to the 8th mile and launched hard and went well. And then I've just a little pop and shut it off, and we're back here in the pits and pistons crank. So I don't know whether it was driver error or whether something's malfunctioned, but boss is not happy anyway.
So what's it now? Complete engine rebuilding and out again in a couple of hours?
Yeah, the guys have got a lot of work, but that's why you have a good team. And you know, I've probably got one of the best in Europe, so this car should be ready. New set of pistons, rods, bearings, crank, and ready to run in, say, 1.5 hours, I hope.
It would be very easy to dismiss drag racing as a kind of irrelevant and somewhat tedious sport, but that's missing the point. These guys do it because they have a fascination with competing in a straight line, one-on-one. And that's why they do it. But there's also a fantastic atmosphere here. It's so social. In effect, it's petrol head heaven. And to me, that's a good enough reason for racing any kind of car.